The state of Shanny. He used to conjure up so much excitement for 49er fans. Now, for the first time in about half a decade, he's really conjuring up more doubt than excitement. What's happened to this guy since 2019? He ran through the Packers in that NFC Championship game. He was legendary. That game was legendary. Ever since then, I don't know, man. It's like he's a totally different coach.
He seems hesitant. He seems to second guess himself. He seems to forget what his strengths are. And when it comes down to it, he's not trusting in himself. You have clear cut game plan plays, but yet you limit yourself to 2 pages of that playbook. Hell, with Trey Lance, you limit it to like a corner of that playbook. This is what bewilders me, right? I mean, this is what bewilders me. The same playbook that you use for Jimmy Garoppolo when he can't throw past 10 yards, you're telling me now all of a sudden you're going to abandon all the things that work with Jimmy, and you're not gonna use that even once during that Trey Lance game blew me away.
Yeah.
Shanahan had he had everything going for him. If you were to keep this conspiracy theory of we got to play Jimmy gets hurt. Now this sets up the perfect situation for Trey Lance to get in there. Granted, he's raw. Granted, he hasn't had, and I'm gonna.
If you want him to get in there,
yeah. But he is forced in there. Let's just
right.
Again, this is the thing. You have to play with the cards that are dealt.
Right.
He is put in that moment. So now you have to find a way to succeed. You have to make him succeed, because eventually, like anything, that if you're going to succeed, if your team succeeds at any level, any position. So in this specific situation,
real quick. Yeah. The thing about that game plan, they talk about the issue being that the offense isn't executing, the team isn't executing. Well, you put in a game plan full of concepts and plays that you never run. So it's not just that how is the offensive line going to do blocking quarterback power? They don't do that. They've never done that before. No, right? This is going to be something they're going to be good at. So they had offensive execution issues. They had holding penalties. Yeah, of course. That's what happened. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah, no wonder. I mean, I love it. I love the passion, because
that's a symptom of having like a rinky, of losing your identity for no reason.
Exactly. And I think that goes back to the original question that you said is, where has Shanny gone wrong? I think Shanahan, great coach. He's just losing confidence, so much so that he's doubting himself. When you're kind of like distraught, you're beaten down, you got nothing going. You're like, hell, I lost Jimmy, I lost maybe Mac Jones, I don't trust anybody.
Super Bowl again,
and now
he's never been the same. I think you just said it, man. It's his confidence. He was the most confident coach in the NFL. He was arrogant. People loved it in 2019.
Yeah,
2 years ago, and then he had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter again, and blew it again. It's hard to walk around with that same swagger.
It's hard
when you're basically the dude in American Pie. You know what I mean? Who's like the Shermanator. Like if you blew it, like you're the Shermanator. Sorry, you're not the cool kid. You blew it.
We saw this happen, like if you remember, you probably remember, like, the good old days when Jim Kelly was leading the Bills. Super Bowl after Super Bowl after Super Bowl. You keep losing, and it's going to wear you out. And, Shanahan, I think, yes, definitely started with the Super Bowl. He's lost his confidence. He needs to bring it back. And I think the only, as we talk about, like, for me, I always like to talk about, okay, if I present a problem, I want to present a solution, right? So if we know that this is the problem, that Shanahan potentially has lost his confidence, how is he going to gain that confidence back? It starts with, hey, lay out a plan, stick to the plan, pick a guy, and build something around that guy, right?
But I think being indecisive and not having a plan, not sticking to a plan, is a symptom, again, of being unconfident.
Yes, definitely. And someone might say, but he did go for all those fourth down situations last game. That's confidence. No, right? No, that's not confidence. That's not confidence. That's like, wait a second, you're just reaching now. You're throwing, you're reaching, you're throwing anything.
And it was totally out of his person. He's never done anything.
It's not his thing. That's what frustrates me.
I'm sure the analytics said it was the right thing to do, but he's never acted that way. He acted out of character. The whole game was out of character for him. Meanwhile, D'Amico's in the background, chugging along, doing great. We missed on the back. Who's the captain of this team? Obviously, the defensive coordinator is never captain. But like with Robert Saleh, D'Amico is showing the characteristic of one. And Saleh, Dude, God love him. I could have predicted this. Dude, you needed a better offensive coordinator. I'm right here. I don't know what you brought with you to New York. It's
Yeah.
not going to work.
No.
But yeah, because the defensive coordinators are always at the mercy of their offensive coordinators. And I don't know if it's going to work for Saleh on the floor. But anyway, he's a captain. D'Amico's a captain. Kyle.
I want captain. I want him to be the captain.
We gotta help him get his confidence back. He lost his mojo.
We gotta get the swag back. We gotta get
his mojo. He needs to watch Austin Powers 2.
We got to put some nice inspirational words behind the red cap. You know, you need something, and
you're good enough, you're smart enough, and doggone it, people like you.
That's right. Bring that Saturday Night Live skit back. Let's have
seriously.
him in the room.
No, I think I've had so many people on my channel. What's the deal with Kyle? No one has said maybe it's his confidence. It's so simple, but yet so right on.